Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I'm bringing you an Action Samira deck. Now this deck has been popping up since last patch, but with the new patch, we got that buff to the Action Landmark, bringing the countdown back to 8, which makes this deck even more powerful than it was already shaping out to be before. This version that I'm showing today, and that is going to be on the video, is going to be the standard version of the deck. But there is also an Eternal version that can play Absolver, can play Shavestone, that's also doing really well in Eternal. This is like one of the few decks that does really well in both Standard and Eternal. So today's version is going to be the Standard, just, give it standard ranks on love. And yeah, I mean, there's not much that can be said about this deck, except that, we have another patchy latest Runeterra, and we have another possible problematic Samira deck. Like, her design is always going to be problematic and always going to find some deck that just takes advantage of the infinite rallies, and this kind of does exactly that. You're able to just get so much value and get a lot of like cheap cards with your action, Warlord's Horde, and then be able to just get so much value with Samira, allowing you to rally. You just rely on your champions. You can protect them with Reviving Negations, Pastaya, and even have the spell shields, and it just becomes freaking crazy. So hope you enjoy the games coming up today, and if you do, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. Enjoy. In this match, we're going against dragons. Ooh, okay, so the confront is bad for us, right? Because the opponent could actually challenge my key units. Wow. I kind of like this whole hand, though. Even the grappling hook could be good. The Shyvana we confront is going to be a problem, right? I like the action, obviously, in turn 2. We can start working on getting the action enabled. We need the Samira, though. We need the Samira. I think in this matchup, we definitely need Samira to try to finish the game quicker than they can make their dragons too big for us to deal with. The one side, I guess, the one downside with the Samira is that she doesn't have enough power to challenge their dragons. So we probably need the Samira to be buffed by a Golden Ambassador or by the Swinging Glaive to really get the value that we need. With the Bloodletters, all I need to do is get a second Bloodletters, and that would allow me to kind of do the swappy swap or get the Swinging Glaive as well. That helps out. Wow. We ended up with a lot of champions. A lot of champions. Let's just attack here for 2 because the opponent's giving this to us. Alright. Herald. Wow, okay. Alright. I mean, I wasn't expecting a Herald, right? So if the opponent has a Shyvana here. Okay, that's what I thought. It's gonna be a problem. I don't have any buffs, right? I don't have any buffs. So it kind of makes this super awkward. I'm gonna just challenge this Herald of Dragons right now. If the opponent has like, I guess like a single combat, the Strapping Strike would be a problem. If it's a single combat, we could technically then go for... We can then go for a Bloodletters into Grappling Hook to try to kill their Shyvana. Right? So if we go Bloodletters and then Grappling Hook, we can actually kill their Shyvana. Which is not bad. Yeah, so we go like this. The one that was concerning to me, if it was a Strapping Strike, opponent would have been able to heal back up. Okay, so the opponent gets the form up. I still get to level up my action here. Let's go for this Forsaken Bakai. I kind of like the Quicksand. I think the Quicksand is nice because it can protect my units. It can protect my units, right? Because the opponent's based completely off of strikes and nothing else. We have the action leveled up a lot sooner than I expected. It might actually be correct here to go for the... Like, I wish I was able to play the second Grappling Hook, because if the opponent has another dragon here, that could be a problem. It might be correct here to go for the Shield of Sentinels, by the way, instead of the Fount of Power. Like that extra +2/+2 spell shield is going to be really useful against dragons, because the opponent could also be playing Hush, right? But the strikes, again, are the biggest things that I need to worry about. This Herald tells me that the opponent is probably playing Cadrigan. So I need to be careful about when this Cadrigan comes down. There's that Swinging Glaive, right? So there's that Swinging Glaive.
Is now ours.
Let's go for this Vagabond. Let's go for this Vagabond. Let's work on both at the same time. I guess this one's gonna go faster because the action strikes advance it. But this gives me a blocker into the Shyvana. In case that the opponent does have like an answer, right? We can go Swinging Glaive here. We can go Swinging Glaive. And again, we can play the Swaperino game now with the equipment to try to get the Warlord's Horde advanced sooner rather than later. I'm a little bit concerned here, right? That if I attack, opponent will be able to just, like, be able to just kill my stuff. So why don't we just go Bloodletters again and just keep this Quicksand open? Again, just trying to advance this so that we can just get the Shield of Sentinels. Because I'm concerned about Hush or the opponent having like any random strike. So I'm okay passing here. I am giving a lot of time to the opponent. Oh, that's huge. That's huge, right? Because that lets me get that spell shield right away. I will go ahead and block the Shyvana. Yeah, if you attack with the Shyvana, I will block with her. I will block it, sorry. They will be able to level her up. Potentially. Depending on what they have here for the form up, right? Alright, so they get a quote-unquote level up on the Shyvana, right?
Now I take to the sky.
If we go Swinging Glaive into Grappling Hook, we still have Quicksand enabled, but the opponent will be able to just kind of kill us. When do we commit for this? Because next time the opponent will have access to their...
Bask in the sunlight.
Opponent will have access next turn to like their combo. I'm concerned here about... Like, I'm very concerned here about the opponent having like a single combat to kill this action. I guess it doesn't matter, but again, that's why I need the spell shield. Like, once I have the spell shield, I should be okay. Once I have the spell shield, I should be okay. So we go like this. I would love to play Samira first, but I think I need to play the Samira after I already have the spell shield. If I play her before, it's gonna be a problem. If I play her before I have the spell shield, she's gonna get removed really easily. Opponent has enough to play Cadrigan or like, opponent has enough here to play Cadrigan or Aesol because of the Eclipse and the Eclipse and the Herald. But again, this is kind of what I was looking for here. Just kind of having this play right here. What could you have? Like, why are you passing so much? Why are you passing so much? This concerns me. All this passing really concerns me. Because what the opponent's telling me is that if they get to play Aesol here... So if they play Aesol... 10, 17, 19, 20... I guess we challenge. I guess we challenge, to be honest. Yeah, we should just challenge here.
This should be fun.
If they have the way to stop any of this stuff, then props for them. I have the Battle Negation as a backup now. I like the challenge here. They can try to play Aso after, but we can still kill the Eclipse Dragon with the Bloodletters, or just, I guess, just with the with what we get from the Swinging Glaive. Yes, okay, so if they play Aso here, if they play their Aso here, we can still just kill their Eclipse, right? Okay, well, it's gonna be Shyvana. So, since it's Shyvana, let's just go here. Because we're not close to leveling her up, right? I mean, we are close, but not that close. We can go here. We can give the action Challenger, which is gonna be really good. And then we can go for that grappling hook to kill Shyvana. And that advances the Warlord's Whore and also gives me another Lucky Find to try to level up this Samira next turn. And by next turn, I mean I can literally level her up this turn if I wanted to. At this point, I think Samira is probably better to put it on. Yeah, let's give her the +2. And yeah, I mean, what else can we do here? What else can we do here? Like, we can literally do anything we want. Opponent has played out their dragons, so I mean, they could have Aso here. We can go Sense of Times to remove the spell shield and trigger our Warlord's Whore. So if we do the Sense of Times to trigger the Warlord's Whore, yeah, there you go. We get to remove the spell shield, which is really good at allowing me to be able to kill that Aso. Can we rally this turn? Is the question. Can we rally this turn and be able to kill that Aso?
The Star Forger himself.
You rang.
Because all we need to have is
Seen it all.
rally with the Samira, and then we'll have the Challenger, because we have the Flare. So we'll go like this. So that's one. And we'll go here again. Everything's gonna be discounted. Right? Oh, never mind. We just go grappling hook then, right? So if we go like this, we'll have the grappling hook. If opponent wants to attack, the Aso doesn't even level up, right? The Aso doesn't even get to level up anyways. So we'll go grappling hook here. Even if the opponent has like a form up, we'll have a second flare from the Samira Strike. So we'll have a second flare, which should let me do whatever I want, right? So I think at this point we just play the Vagabond. I guess we don't need to play the Vagabond. If we play the Vagabond, we don't have the space for the action landmark. But yeah, again, having that spell shield was so important. It protects me against Hush, single combat, anything that the opponent might have. That's why I was trying to tunnel vision so hard on getting the Warlord's Whore enabled before I committed to doing anything against the opponent. So GG. In this matchup, we're going against the Mirrors. So Samira Akshan versus Samira Akshan. This is a great card here. This is a great card here. Let's look for other stuff. Like the Vagabond and the Forsaken Bakai are good. But I want to look for this. Like this is so much better. This is so much better. That spell shield is going to be huge on Samira. Okay. Let's go here. I know we're delaying the action. We're delaying the action, right?
Good people don't look the other way. Scores to settle, cooks to kill.
Let's do it together. Let's do it together. The problem is that the opponent can kill my Samira very easily, regardless of what we do, right? So like right here, do I give them the Samira? Do I give them the Samira? I don't know that I want to. I don't know that I want to. The opponent could still have their own Samira as well. Because the opponent could easily have like a grappling hook, right? And if they have a... You know what? Let's play it. Let's play the first Samira out. If they have the grappling hook, they have the grappling hook. If you want to go ahead and play your grappling hook right now, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like, obviously, we'll have to deal with the action eventually. And we lose our Samira. But the fact that we have our own action here is pretty damn good. We should have played the Bloodletters last time, by the way. So we can go Ambassador first. Try to get the second Samira. We'll have a blocker. Alright. As much as I want to advance this Warlord's Palace, I don't think it's correct. I think we'll just go like this. This is we're gonna be taking a lot of damage though, now that the opponent has their units so much bigger than ours. Not really anything useful here. We already have quick attack, we already have spell shield. This is bad, right? The opponent ends up getting the strikes and gets their action level up before ours. We're gonna take 8 damage here, which is a lot of damage. We finally get our grappling hook, so we could technically kill their action.
Cool, I bet.
You like it? I mean, shut up.
I guess the opponent lets me have the blocker. This is hard. This is really hard.
Righteously reclaiming. In and out.
Like, super hard.
Drown in our cheers. Oh, proud city.
Let's level up this action first. Let's level up this action first. This Samira is cute, but I feel like I want to play Samira once I already have Spell Shield.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
How the heck do we do this? It's gonna be really hard because once the opponent plays Samira, I guess the opponent's in the same situation though. They can't really just play Samira. Like they can't just play the Samira either. Battle negation, potentially. To save her? What is the battle negation stopping? Like I probably just need to grappling hook their stuff away. Like maybe having all these grappling hooks is probably better.
This is justice.
Opponent has to block, which means that now they can develop whatever they want. Because we have this quicksand, right? Like what I'm thinking is, okay, I have the quicksand. I'm able to just quicksand the spell shield away and then try to kill them that way. Challenger? Okay, well this challenger is a huge high roll. Yeah, the challenger is a huge high roll. Because now we can actually kill their action next turn. As long as the opponent doesn't kill me this turn. The swinging glaive is giving me a lot of value. We just pass here, right? They have that +2/+2 that they got from the Siphoning Strike.
In and out.
But we've been getting a lot of value here, which is, again, great for us. We never block that, because it's way too easy for the opponent to just find whatever. I don't like the idea of the Samira dying just yet, so I'm gonna just do the Swapperino with the Swinging Glaive. It enables my grappling hooks. And once we have the spell shield on this, then we can actually play Samira. Alright, they got the way to kill my action. They let me get the thing though. So that's a second Siphoning Strike, finally. But again, they have to commit a lot. They have to commit a lot for that. And we have a second action anyways. I'm concerned that if I play this second action, though, I'm just inviting the opponent having another one. So I think, again, similar to Samira, we cannot play this second action until we actually get everything leveled up. Like, until we get this Warlord's Horde on the field. We could play Solani right now. Not opposed to that. Advance this further as well.
Just moments away.
This is a good draw. This is a good draw, actually. Because he can actually tag the action. So we'll give everything +2 plus spell shield. We'll just play it all out, right? Giving this vulnerable is probably more important than me trying to do anything else. We give this vulnerable, opponent gets the fount of power. We can play this action. We pull.
Never die.
Okay, well, never mind. So we'll go here, play action.
Don't do terrible things.
I don't know that I want to play Samira just yet.
I am ascended.
We'll go like this for now. We'll have the double prowl to be able to challenge anything else. Okay, yeah, so we beat that because of the prowl. So we beat that because of the prowl. And that's why I didn't want to play Samira. I want to make sure that I'm actually getting this trigger first. So we kill their action. There's the second prowl. Do you have another Bloodletters? Sorry, another Transfusion or another Scrying Sands? They have the second Transfusion. All right. We still have a blocker here. The one downside, I guess, I mean, we have the Quicksand. The one downside is the fact that we're taking 7 damage here. We do have this Quicksand. If the opponent gets a Challenger here, that could be a problem.
Righteously reclaiming.
Might have to get this Warlord's Horde enabled, right? Sooner, right? Like, the only thing here that's punished is Overwhelm or Challenger. Overwhelm or Challenger, right? And look at what the opponent got. They got the Challenger. So we'll go here, I guess. It doesn't matter, right? Like, at this point, it doesn't matter. We know that this thing is gonna die. We know that this action is gonna die, right? We'll get this Warlord's Horde enabled. We get our own Siphoning Strike, which is great.
Villains beware.
I am freed.
And we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll let you have it.
Don't ask for permission.
Let's get this Samira going. Let's get this Samira going. We'll have the Font of Power next turn. We'll have Spell Shield here.
Bask in the sunlight.
You cannot play Samira until you get Spell Shield, because I'm just gonna kill her. And even if you get Spell Shield, like, as long as the opponent doesn't have their Samira leveled up, I'm in a really good spot.
Take the shot.
Perfect.
Or lose the chance.
I guess that's one way to do it, though. If you have you have enough to actually, like, she's big enough. I forgot about the fact that she's so big. I actually forgot about the fact that she's so big. And I kind of don't want to play all this stuff right now. I guess we can go, like, if we go for the siphoning
I've
strike.
got a few vices, a few more.
I'm kind of concerned about letting this Samira level up. I think we pass. I think we pass. Enable our font of power next turn and just kill the action. So we'll go like this. Give her challenger for now. I just want to enable this font of power. Yeah, I need to enable this. There's another option. We can give everything spell shield again. We could give everything +2/+2 and spell shield. But I think I just need to draw. I think I need to draw. Like, I think I absolutely just need to draw. Go here. And then go for the siphoning strike. I guess I'm missing out on the swinging glaive by doing it this way. But I need to be able to kill this action because of the spell shield, he's not vulnerable to my quicksand, right? So I think it's correct to lose the value from the swinging glaive and just play the swinging glaive now into siphoning strike. We should have played the Vagabond first. We should have played the Vagabond first. This and Avenging Bastaya. Right? So we should have played that Vagabond first because we ended up losing value. We have a lot of outs here, potentially. I don't hate the second strike. I don't hate that second strike. Right? So we'll set up the grappling hook into the Samira first. Like, opponent has to give the Samira spell shield, right? They have to give the Samira spell shield right now, and that's exactly what they're going for. If you don't give the Samira spell shield, you're gonna lose. No. I guess the deny is gonna cost 2 less, so that's good for them.
We're not taking it. We're taking it back.
The Samira levels up. Do they have enough to get the rally here? I don't know that they do. So we level up our Samira.
Beautiful and brutal.
We'll target this guy, assuming that this is actually a thing. This is actually a Avenging Bastaya. We'll target here first. If this goes through, we will be able to rally because we'll get the 0-cost flare. Yeah, so they go for that Avenging Bastaya. Cool. So we'll get the 0-cost. We won't get the 0-cost flare just yet. Opponent doesn't have enough for Rider Negation, so now we can go Siphoning Strike into. I guess we can go Grappling Hook first. No, we have to go Siphoning Strike first. We have to go Siphoning Strike first, right? Lets me kill the Solani. And then we go Grappling Hook into Samira before she can rally. I guess we'll go Lucky Find first, just to make sure. Yeah, so we'll go Lucky Find first. I guess we'll go for the Overwhelm. Have this actually be a threat. We'll go Grappling Hook. We have the Blood Letters. And then we just go like this. Opponent loses Samira. And that's game. So I found the answer, right? I found the answer. We got our Samira to stick. Ended up being such a long game. Just because it's really complicated, right? Like, once you got the spell shields involved, I think if the opponent had actually gone for the spell shield and kept their Samira alive, they had a better chance than going for the Phantom Power. But I can also understand why they were running low on resources. The fact that we were able to get all these strikes and not commit them on that action that has spell shield, right? Like, I just went ahead and did the vulnerable on that action. And that helped out a lot because we could kill that action without having to commit 2 strikes to get through the spell shield. So even though the opponent had double Sapphire Strike, it ended up not mattering then, just because we were still able to get our units big enough to actually kill them. So a couple of probably better plays I could have done in that game that I can think of, but I think just like I definitely should have just played the Swinging Glaive before I attacked with the Samira into the action. That would have given me an extra lucky find. So the Swinging Glaive, I think, was the only way that I feel like I played a little bit messy when I actually played that. But aside from that, I think we did what we were supposed to do. Saved our resources for the actual critical card, which is Samira. Like, the action by himself is not enough to kill us. It has to be their Samira. As you saw, our Samira won us the game because we're able to rally with her. And their Samira dying means that we're able to get there. So, yeah, GG's. In this matchup, we're going to get Misfortune Sejuani. So this is going to be like a Plunder deck, I guess, without GP. If that's the case, honestly, this hand might not look bad. Like, even the Grappling Hook might be really good to be able to get rid of the opponent's units. The Transfusion is the only one that I'm a little bit iffy on, but our opponent also kept their whole hand. So I always like to keep the Samira, right? Alright, so we're able to actually kill their stuff here. So we're able to kill their Corsair next turn with the Samira, which I think is worth it. It means that the Samira could potentially quote-unquote die, but I mean, I don't know if I really care about that. I guess if the opponent's playing like a heavy metal or something, that could be a problem. But I think killing this Corsair is correct, because it's always going to be a constant 1 damage that the opponent could do to us. So if this is going to be more of an aggressive deck, right? Because the opponent's just trying to get their Sejuani leveled up and then go from there. So the opponent's trying to get their Sejuani leveled up and kind of go from there. So if we can kill the Corsair, we can always put the Swinging Glaive on the Sejuani next turn if we so choose to. Unfortunately, we don't have enough for Grappling Hook this turn. So like,
guys, but not that.
if I play this Swinging Glaive right now, I think we just let this go. I think we just take that 4 damage,
Time for violence.
knowing that we can just kill her next turn with the flare, right? So knowing that we can just kill her next turn with the flare, we just let this damage go, and then we can always play the Ultra Range Trooper after, and go from there. So we'll kill this and just start working on getting our Samira leveled up. Taking that damage is not ideal, but I also don't think that sacrificing Samira would have been the right play. Because it's just getting us so much value, and now she's going to get even bigger between the Lucky Finds. I'm a little bit concerned about playing this back high. And then, okay, well, opponent already committed their Make It Rain, so I guess I don't need to worry about the Make It Rain that much. I mean, I still probably do, but still. Honestly, having Challenger might not be bad. Like having permanent Challenger. That way I can always just play my +1 on the Samira. Nah, it's probably gonna be the Lucky Find, right? Now let's give it the Challenger. That way I don't have to always commit. That way I don't have to always commit my. I don't always have to commit my flare to just get her Challenger, right? So there's the Ruthless Rider apparently. Okay, so they're just ramping now. Scrying Sense, Grappling Hook. I kind of like the Scrying Sense. We're gonna be able to level up this Samira really easily next turn.
You own what you take.
Okay, so here's my problem, right? Like, we can level up Samira. Can we get her big enough to kill one of their units? Like, we can kill the Ruthless Raider, but the opponent still kills the Samira. If we go here... Wait, no, we can save Samira, right? Between the Scrying Sands and the Transfusion, we can save the Samira. If the opponent just passes, by the way, that would be such a ballsy pass. Like, that would actually be such a ballsy pass. I would have respected that like so much. So if we go like this. We go like this. We can transfusion to keep the Samira alive. We don't even need to transfusion, right? We can just... Like, I'm trying to see if there's a way for me to kill this girl. If we just go like this, right? We just challenge.
Just when you thought you'd seen it all.
Like, she will be okay. We can just block here. And I'm gonna have to just have enough HP. Like, I'm gonna have to find the HP here. Or the spell shield. That works out even better for us. It's probably always gonna be the swinging glaive though. I'll probably always put the swinging glaive right back on her so that she goes to 2 HP. And I don't have to worry about the opponent potentially being able to kill the Samira. So we can just challenge here, like we've been talking about. Kill the Samira right now. And I like the challenge right now just to make sure that we kill her. Before she could potentially level up if the opponent has like access to anything else. And we could potentially just rally as well. The problem is that she's leveled up already, so if the opponent does have another Sejuani, that's going to be a problem. So if the opponent has another Sejuani, that's going to be a problem. Can we rally here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can rally. Yeah, we can rally here. Especially if we get an action. Perfect. So we can action.
People don't look the other way.
Ooh, okay. So then we can go all terrain. And go 1. 1 again.
Keep up. Isn't it thrilling?
We can pull this guy so that the opponent doesn't get the draw.
Beware.
We can pull this one here and attack with the other 2. And we can start working the Samira again. So the opponent cannot block this, right? Wow, they decided not to block. They're going to choose to just go for like their big overwhelm next turn, I guess. This transfusion is pretty nice. I think we continue trying to protect the Samira, right? So there we go. We get the +2 plus the top. Like if we protect the Samira, I don't know how the opponent wins the game. We have spell shield plus transfusion. A second Sejuani is the only thing that's like really problematic for us. But we do have this quick sense to protect us. So like I'm not even concerned about what the opponent might have.
Blood on the snow.
Interesting.
Oh, come now.
Make this interesting for me.
Interesting. What is this attack? If we just block like this... I was like, okay, I was like, what are they trying to do here? I'm still fine, right? We can even save this if we want to. Like we can even, sorry, we can even get rid of their tusk speaker. We can just go like this, get rid of both of their overwhelms.
Try to keep up.
And then we can, I guess... Let's go here, see if we can get the +2 here. We don't get it. I like the challenger. And this is just game. Actually, we had game, if, like, it's game anyways because we have all the players. But, yeah, I mean... You don't get the third, you don't get the second Sejuani, and that's what ends up happening. Once we get both champions in the field, it just becomes ridiculous. So GG's. In this match, we're gonna against Lurk. So our deck is more like a combo deck, right? We do have a lot of early units that we can use to block the Lurk players. I'm gonna try to dig for them. I like the ambassador. Okay, there we go. We get the Forsaken Bakai. I wanna have the ambassador. I want to have the ambassador so that we can have like one of our champions later. Okay, we can pick the Samira. We can pick the Samira. It improves the odds of the Ambassador not missing because we have 4 Noxus cards in our deck, right? We have 4 Noxus cards in our deck. We can attack here. Sure. We can play a second Forsaken Bakai. That was an interesting attack from the opponent. An interesting block. I guess it makes sense, right? If you're playing this Forsaken Bakai afterwards. I'm actually thinking I'm not gonna block that. Like, I think this Forsaken Bakai is better off to block the opponent's, like, units. Like a Lurk unit. This is just dealing 2 damage. It's not a threat. It's not as big of a threat as anything else that they might have. We can play this second Forsaken Bakai so that we at least have a blocker for the Snapjaw. I would love to have this additional blocker. I think I'm gonna go for the All-Terrain Trooper. It lets me level up the Samira quicker because it counts as 2 cards towards Samira, right? If opponent has a Pike here, they could technically just kill my Samira right away. Alright. So I'm gonna assume that that's gonna be a Pike, right? I'm assuming that that's a Pike that the opponent has in their hand. Sure. Let's go Golden Ambassador here. We get a second Samira. Alright. We have a blocker for the Fearsome. Okay, we don't have 2 blockers for the Fearsomes, unfortunately. I don't know about that, and you missed the Lurk anyways, so I don't know about that one. That was a little bit weird from the opponent. Let's pick that second Golden Ambassador. Give myself units that can block the opponent. Let's, I also kind of like this. So, like, let's go All-Terrain Trooper first, right? If the opponent has a Pike here, and they use it right now, we can still challenge, like, we can still go ahead and kill their stuff. So I'm gonna pass here. The longer that the opponent doesn't do anything, the better it is for me. Like, I'm okay going late. We have Quicksands, we're gonna have Samira and stuff in the field. Like, I'm okay with this. Like, I'm actually just chilling, right? Heck, I'll go ahead and give you the Swinging Glaive. That way... Test the Spirit. So you're gonna actually drag it? Huh. There's 2 things. I mean, we can go for the Sands of Time. Let's just pass. Let's just pass. Let them have it. We'll go second Samira. I guess we should just play that flare out. I'm a little bit concerned about the Pike still, right? So I'm super concerned about the Pike. So that's why I want to kind of like take it slow. The Pike is at +2, so the Pike is not that big just yet. We can go Swinging Glaive on this. We'll have the Grappling Hook. Let's go ahead and kill this Under Titan.
This should be fun.
Like, I'm pretty sure they have a Pike in their hand, right? So I'm sure they have the Pike in their hand. I'm trying to potentially find the Spell Shield with the Samira. Because once I have that Spell Shield, the Pike will not be a problem. Or if I can find the Rata Negation or the Avenging Bastaya, the Pike will not be a problem. Unfortunately, I don't have either. But the Pike right now is only a +2, so he's only a 3. So it's still not a problem per se that I need to worry about. Let's give it +2. Let's draw first and then we predict. Test our action. Do we predict now? No, let's just play this action. This Samira is also about to level up. Let's play the action now and just start getting value from this action. Samira leveling up is also not bad. Again, the more health that I leave her with, the better it is. I guess we'll just play the Forsaken Bakai here. And that's our Rata Negation that we've been working for. So we picked the Rata Negation because that way, again, we're going to play around the pipe.
Don't hold anything back. I want.
The only way that I lose this game is with Pike. We can try to save our units with the Sands of Times. So the Sands of Times lets me protect some of my units here. Potentially. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, so we can save, yeah, we can save everything. Oh, they got the Rek'Sai, look at that, they have Rek'Sai and they have Pike, right? So if we go Sands of Time, it means that we can no longer, like, we're no longer able to actually save the action because the opponent hit the Rek'Sai on the top. So I guess the best way to do this is just gonna be the Prowl. So we'll just go for the Prowl here, able to trade with the Under Titan. We trade everywhere else. We'll be able to get a lot of damage here. We'll have the Rata Negation next turn. And we'll have access to the Grappling Hook to be able to kill their Rek'Sai. So... I'll just get the... I mean, I already have Quick Attack. Why did I pick the Quick Attack? I don't know why I picked the Quick Attack. I forgot I already have Quick Attack. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just get Quick Attack. But I always forget I already have that. So we'll go like this. Go ahead and place their... Oh no, they're not gonna play Pike. Why did I forget that I already had Quick Attack? That was dumb. It was always the +2. It was always gonna be the +2 that we put on her. Let's go with the +1/+1. It's Rek'Sai and Pike, right? So it's Rek'Sai and Pike in their hand. It's Rek'Sai and Pike in their hand, and I can actually, like, this game was already over the moment that we were able to continuously save the Samira. A little bit of an oopsie there at the end, but it didn't even matter. Like, that Swinging Glade just gave me so much value on that Samira as well, so GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Sett and Seraphine, and this matchup, I'm gonna need to have like my spell shield to like really make the Samira stick. The Ambassador helps though. The Ambassador helps. And this Bloodletters is also tempting. Let's keep this hand. Let's keep this hand except for the Scrying Sense. We Rata Negation is great for us. Like, I don't know that I can commit this Samira just yet. Just because he's losing to a Mystic Shot. I still think it's worth it to keep her. Oh, they're perfect. So now we can just go Chamber. So we can go Chamber here. And if the opponent wants to actually just destroy that, I'm okay with that. So we cannot just let the opponent pick. Like, they can pick their poison here if they want to. How crazy is it to just play this Samira right now? Or is it always Golden Ambassador? I think I prefer the Golden Ambassador here. I think I want my action. I think I want my action first. I want my action first. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go action with the Chamber. So that the action has Spell Shield. And then I'm gonna go second Chamber and then Samira. And that should give me like a lot of value here. Because the opponent's gonna have a hard time getting rid of this action. I wanna make sure I do wanna play Samira sooner rather than later. The problem is that because the Samira didn't get buffed by the thing, like this action did, it's a little bit harder to really get that working. Let's go ahead and put the Bloodletters on the Ambassador. If the opponent wants to kill the Ambassador with like a Mystic Shot, I'm okay getting the Dark Control and getting that Bloodletters back to advance the Warlord's Palace more, right? So if the opponent wants to trade here, it means that we get that Bloodletters back into our hand, which lets us advance the Warlord's Palace more next turn. So we go like this, we get the Dark Control, cool. We can play the second Chamber like we just talked about, and then play Samira and play the Bloodletters after. Now, the opponent could have their set here, which is the only reason why Samira might not actually be the correct play. Wow. This is tempting. If I go Golden Ambassador first, I could potentially get another Samira. I think I'm just gonna drop Samira. And just try to I kind of don't want to play the Bloodletters. I kind of just want to save it for next turn so that we can try to level up Samira on one shot. Right? Like, if I just pass here... Let's go for the second Golden Ambassador, actually. Let's find that second action, because now we have access to Grappling Hook. So now I can still do what I'm talking about with the Bloodletters. If you want to kill Samira, that's okay. We have a second one. What? Do I care about that? I don't think I do, right? I guess they're trying to level up that set as fast as possible. Interesting. Now, they probably want to be able to kill the Samira, so I'm gonna put the Bloodletters on her. We have multiple grappling hooks, so we can kill anything that the opponent throws at us. We can just go ahead and challenge here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and challenge here. This action...
No problem.
What if we actually... What if we actually try to just level up this action first? Right, so if we go here, first grappling hook. Because we can also just level up the Samira very quickly. So this means that even if the opponent has an aftershock, we're still in a good spot. I don't want to play this second grappling hook, right? I think that one will be a mistake. Let's pull the elusive. Let's go like this. I guess we'll attack with everything for now.
Step into the ring.
Mystic. Alright, I'll let them have it. This Rally Negation is gonna be so good. Next time we can potentially just rally with the Samira. So next time we could potentially just literally rally with the Samira. I would like to have another equipment here. Like if I could have. Ah, that's a great Caustic Rift. That's a great Caustic Rift to remove the spell shield. I think we let them have it. Siphoning Strike? What if it's just Forsaken Bakai, right? It's an extra unit that we can play this turn. And it lets me predict into another card anyways. There's that Swinging Glaive, but I think at this point we probably just pick the Bastaya. We pick the Bastaya. This Samira is going to be leveling up next turn. Regardless if the opponent can kill her, we can always level her right away. And the Avenging Bastaya, between the Avenging Bastaya and the Rara Negation, opponent's going to have a hard time having removal for my champions. Which is exactly why this deck can do so well. Because it like feasts on this type of piles. And okay, opponent has nothing there. So yeah, so this is game. I have both champions leveled up. I'm gonna have both champions leveled up. I'm gonna have Rara Negation and Bastaya. There's absolutely nothing that this opponent can do.
Beautiful and brutal, just how I like it.
And here we can just pass, right? Like after we level up Samira, we can just pass. And just commit everything next turn. Alright, so this is cute, right? So this is cute. But we can just literally go like this. Challenger. Probably should have done it on the action, to be honest. It would have advanced the Warlord's Horror more. But I also kind of like the 0 mana Flare. Can we just rally this turn? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can just rally this turn. Actually, I've probably done a Prowl. I guess not. I guess again, because of the 0 mana Flare,
you
it
for
probably was
filling
correct to
that
just do it on the
so
Samira. I didn't need to actually try to get that action. The Warlord's Core enabled. So GG. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games of Action Samira. It's a really fun deck, right? It's a really fun deck. It has a lot of thinking because you have to really understand when you can tap out of certain mana points and when you can use certain things. You really have to keep that in mind. You saw a lot of times I wouldn't play Samira until I really make sure that I was able to protect it, because honestly Samira is the most important part of this deck. If you can level up Samira, it's really easy for you to just win, because once you have the Samira level up, you're gonna get so much value between the flare, between the swinging glaive, giving you those free lucky finds, and then the action coming down and be able to like do the phantom power or be able to get Samira spell. Like Samira is the key part of this deck, so don't play her if you know that the opponent can easily remove her. Wait until you can protect her, whether it's with Avenging Bastaya or Transfusion or, you know, Quicksand, Rattle Negation, etc. Or if you have already used the Siphoning Strike to get her buffed up. Because the moment that she dies, your matchup just became a lot more difficult than it should have been otherwise. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're playing this Action Samira deck. Of course, action is also very important, but not as much as Samira. Now, the deck, the strategy with the deck is kind of what you saw in most of the games today. Once you have both champions in the field, it's like crazy. You can just rally, attack, rally, attack, rally, attack, and just get so much value from enabling that Warlord's Horde to come down really quickly because you're attacking multiple times with the action. With that being said, you have all these strikes between the grappling hook, the siphoning strike, that you're able to, again, get so much value from action while also being able to deal with your opponent's units, being able to kill them whenever they are giving you any issues. Obviously, the Swinging Glaive is kind of like an MVP in this deck because those lucky finds are going to let your Samira and your action both level up and progress their landmark really quickly, and that's kind of what you want. So usually you want to be able to at least find one Swinging Glaive, and it's going to make it so much easier for you to kind of get the value that you need to actually get to a good position. Aside from that, I mean, what else can we say about this deck? Obviously, the Golden Ambassador is really good, giving your units +2/+2. That's why we're not playing that many Naxos cards. It's obviously just full Shurima. Samira, one Transfusion is a little bit risky, right? I think I always like to just be at 4, maximum 5 cards if you're playing an Allegiance deck. I don't know if it's better to go for 2 Transfusion or just 1. I think I like 1 how it is right now, but it is nice because Transfusion, you're targeting 2 units, so it kind of lets you advance the action pretty quickly while also being able to letting you save a unit by giving it +2/+2, right? But I just really think that having the Golden Ambassador is so important because how important your champions are to this deck that I don't want to risk potentially missing the Allegiance. So I don't think I want to play more than 4 myself, but I've seen people play double Transfusion and it has kind of worked out for them. Aside from that, yeah, the Golden Ambassadors, get your champions. You have a lot of protection here with Bastaya. I love the All-Terrain Trooper because you can count as 2 cards towards the Samira, right? Because you play the All-Terrain Trooper and then you also play his spell and it gets you 2 towards the Samira level up. And obviously the Vulnerable is really nice with the action and Samira, both of which have quick attack. However, I don't think we have the space to add more than 2. Like we even are only playing 2 Bloodletters just because I feel like this deck is very tight in space with the standard version. The Eternal version is even worse. Like you have a lot less space, but you're kind of able to get away with it because you can swap out like the Prowl for the Shapestone. You can add an Absorber instead of like Transfusion, for example, and still be in a decent spot. There's not much more really that can be said about this deck. Again, the strategy is just your champions. Once you level them up and you protect them, you should be in a really good position to just kind of be able to win the game. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the reload and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.